Ah, women, you gotta love 'em in their inane hypothetical questions, don't you? Like, for example, this one.
I have a question for women. What would you do if you wake up one day, one morning you just wake up, okay, and you notice that the entire male species has disappeared from the planet of Earth?
Oh no, not the men! Whatever will we do? Whatever will happen if the men just up and disappeared? Oh, we'll be just fine. Child, please. And did you notice how she only wants women to answer? Did you ask yourself, why doesn't she want men to contribute to the conversation? The answer is simple because she isn't really looking for facts, isn't looking for reality. Oh no, my friends. What she's looking for is a whole bunch of clicks, likes, and of course a good old dopamine hit of validation. What she's really looking for is a flood of comments from women gleefully declaring how perfect life would be without men. How it would be a veritable Garden of Eden with no crime, no fear, just a whole bunch of women sitting around braiding each other's hair, sipping mimosas, and singing kumbaya. And you know what? That's exactly what she got in the comments. A whole host of women saying just how awesome it would be if men just up and disappeared. And let me be clear, it wasn't just some of them, not even most of them. It was all of them. In fact, not one woman stopped to say, ladies, if the men are gone, who's going to fix the power grid when it comes crashing down in, I don't know, a few hours? Who's going to drive the trucks that deliver our oat milk, boxed wine, and kitty litter? Who's going to keep the plumbing from turning our homes into indoor pools? Nope, nary one said anything because they know if they dared to introduce a tiny little thing called reality into the conversation, well, then they'd immediately be attacked and labeled a pick-me, accused of having internalized misogyny, and banished from the sisterhood of delusion. Because in this female fantasy world, electricity just magically flows from the wall. Target, Walmart, and all those grocery stores, they simply restock themselves. And those daily Amazon and Temu orders of pointless junk, well, they're going to show up at the door delivered by, well, I don't know who exactly, but then again, in their world, does it really matter? Meanwhile, in our world, the one that's actual reality, within a day, their little utopia would turn into a dystopian nightmare. Instead of women dancing in the streets, it would be like a Mad Max sequel, except instead of fighting over fuel, they'd be running each other over for the last box of Franzia and the only can of Friskies left at the supermarket. Because let's be real, even in the best of times, women don't treat each other like queens. Not by a long shot. Ask yourself, do they always uplift and empower one another? Or do they rip each other apart every chance they get? Especially when one of them shows up wearing the same dress at brunch or dares to grab the last wheel of Baby Bell at girls' night like it's the Hunger Games. Yeah, we all know the answer, even you ladies. So next time, ladies, that you want to imagine a world without men, just remember, everything you take for granted, from your daily mochaccino latte with 2 pumps of self-delusion and a dusting of male tears, to that glass of Pinot you drown your sorrows in every night, to that cell phone you can't afford but just have to have so you can sit home making TikTok videos bashing men, doesn't come from girl power, it comes from manpower. It all comes from the work of men. All of it. So maybe, just maybe, instead of filming videos about how strong and independent you are and putting men down, which, by the way, you wouldn't be able to do either because the internet wouldn't exist anymore, you should take 5 seconds to appreciate men. Appreciate the men who keep the world running. Because I hate to break it to you ladies, but without men, you're doomed.